Hello, viewers, and welcome back to the podcast. I'm Wisecrack Jacob.
I'm Wolf. I'm Ethan.
And he missed his cue, like always.
Eli.
And
You didn't give me a cue. You were going to introduce me.
no, Ethan missed
Oh
his
yeah,
cue.
true.
Ethan was like
Oh.
delayed.
How did
Oh.
I miss my cue?
Well,
How was
spoiler
that?
alert.
What?
Chill out. Listen, we got a very special guest today. Elijah Carter himself has graced us with his presence. Eli, why do you want to be on the podcast today?
Hello. I don't know.
And there we have it.
Seems like it'll be fun.
That was exactly the answer I was expecting. I don't know. It seems like it would be fun.
You're staying in character. I'm glad.
Oh.
You're killing it.
So, how's everyone doing today?
Oh, you know, it's been. I woke up
I
at
gotta work.
noon. You do have to work. Ethan, how have you been?
I'm fantastic. My allergies are awful.
Oh, so that's that incessant sniffling sound I keep hearing.
This is starting so slow. What do we want to talk about first?
Hello.
Well, you had something to talk about, didn't you? You want to talk about the Scooby-Doo lineage?
I do.
We're going right
Very
into
much
it.
do. So I got into an argument with my friend. I said he wasn't even Scooby-Doo, he was Scooby-Dum. They said Scooby-Dum isn't part of the family. We got Scooby-Dum, we got Scooby-D, which those are both his cousins. Or no, Scooby-Dum's his brother, my bad. We got Scrappy-Doo, that's his nephew. We got Ruby-Doo, that's his sister. Grandpa Scooby, Great-Grandpa Scooby, which is a Civil War veteran. We got Yabba-Doo. We got Momsy-Doo and Dada-Doo, which are his parents. Whoopsie-Doo, which is a clown cousin. Yankee Doodle-Doo, who looks like a pilgrim that is at a witch-burning trial. There's Doobie-Doo that looks like Little Richard the singer. There's Dixie-Doo, that's one of his cousins. There's Howdy-Doo, that's like it's his younger, or no, it's Howdy-Doo's brother. There's Skippy-Doo, which is Scooby's smarter brother. There's Uncle Horton-Doo. It looks like he's missing a leg. And there's Missing Link-Doo, which is an ancestor of the Doo family.
That is incredible.
And all the Scooby-Doo family is owned by Shaggy's family, so it is a lineage of Scooby and Shaggy.
That's so you just wanted to get into an argument, so you looked up the entire history of Scooby-Doo and his family.
Yes, and I was not disappointed. I've never been so happy.
I've done something
This is gonna be
similar.
interesting.
It is. I've done something similar. I did the Donald Duck family, and there's some good ones in the Donald Duck. I've got it pulled up right now. So yeah, we got
Sweet.
Donald Duck. If anybody's watched DuckTales, you'll know a lot of the names. Donald Duck, Della Duck, Daisy Duck, Gustav, Daphne.
Is it Daffy Dog?
I did not say
You said-
Daphne.
No.
You said okay.
I heard Daffy
like,
Dog
there's
like
no
from Looney
way.
Tunes. I was like,
No.
what?
Daffy Duck goes way back. There's a goose somewhere in here. Where's he at? Is it Gus? Oh, it's Gus Goose.
Gus Goose.
Gus Goose. Abner Whitewater Duck.
What?
Gladstone Gander. Gustav Gander. Quackmore Duck. Dirty Dingus McDuck.
That's my favorite.
Yeah. Well, how far back did the Scooby-Doo lineage go? Because this is going all the way back to, like, the medieval times. There's night ducks.
This went to the Civil War and then into medieval times. Like a freaking prehistoric Scooby-Doo. It's just a skeleton in a museum.
Luke the Goose and Fanny Coot got together and had Gus Goose.
Did you just say?
Coot.
Fanny Coot. Lulu Bell Loon and Eider Duck had Feathery and Whitewater Duck. Listen, if
That's not what I thought about.
do I need
be
to
talking
delve into
about
the
today.
history of the duck family?
No, no, you don't. I think we've
We've just
trampled
scratched
far
the
enough.
surface.
Wait till I just start talking about Sir Quackley McDuck. Don't even get me
Launch
started.
pad McQuack.
He's in here somewhere, I'm sure. I don't know. I don't think he's
Oh,
related.
man.
Too many
All right.
ducks.
let's get on to something that I can't speak. Jacob, you talk.
All right, little man. Well, I guess today we can talk about. I've had some really interesting things happen in video games right now. I kind of want to get into that. So,
What you got going on?
oh, I'm a big horror video game fan. I think we all know that. And
You said horror, okay?
well, yeah, I
Oh
said
my God.
horror.
It didn't sound like
It
horror.
cut a little weird, and I was like, I don't know what you're playing. I support it.
He just
G-Tab.
went, I'm a big whore. I was like, all right.
You bet your sweet
Whatever
bippy
your
I am.
custom is.
No,
Anyways,
but the Silent Hill 2 remake trailer got released, and I am I knew what was happening, and yet I was still driving, and so going down the interstate 80 miles an hour, I've got the phone in the dash watching the trailer. By myself, screaming at literally every single thing. I remember Red Pyramid showed up in the trailer, and I lost my mind. I almost like curved into a semi. It would have been amazing. Cops pull up
with
to the
you?
scene. What do you mean? What's wrong with me? I'm excited.
Why wouldn't you just pull over or
that's
wait
a really
till you're at
open-ended
school?
question to ask him. Don't ever ask Jacob how he is.
I'm doing great. I watched the Silent Hill trailer like on the road. I didn't realize that my audio was delayed, so characters were talking, and I'm like, they really suck with this lip syncing. And then turns out it's just my
Oh, is
audio.
it playing through your car?
Yeah.
Yeah, it always delays it, which sucks.
Mm-hmm. It's
Would
unfortunate.
you, I'm surprised you haven't even made me watch it yet. Because when you said it, I'm like, all right, we're going to be tonight.
That's a good idea. No, we
And
I mean, it's good. I'm just excited to get new content. There's also another one. It's called like Silent Hill F. That's supposed to be a new game, I'm pretty sure. The trailer for
That's
that's
cool.
much shorter, but it does look very good. But I don't know. I'm excited.
so it's
I'm,
like a teaser.
little teaser, yeah. And it's like set in Japan, and like I think it said the
Ooh.
60s. I might be wrong, but yeah, like there's a lot of really good Japanese horror games. So seeing Silent Hill branch into it may be good, or it could be really,
Yeah.
really different.
Well, because Japanese horror is like on a more spiritual level. Because
Oh,
like
yeah.
American horror now is more just like
Slasher and stuff.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Because you're get like slasher and stuff. You go into Japanese and they have like these crazy demons from history. They have new stuff, spirits. It's really cool.
Yeah, which there's a lot of that
Very
here too,
creepy.
but it's not as
Oh yeah.
it's not as primary as like the slasher stuff that's really popular. When you think American horror, you think of like these like killer like slasher movies and Friday the
Right. Michael
13th,
Myers.
Halloween, Nightmare on Elm Street. And then like there's some really good spiritual stuff here, like Native American stories and
Yeah.
stuff like that, but you don't really get like something that's so ingrained in your culture that you like you can relate to it in a sense in Japan, where it's like a lot of these places
Right.
they'll talk about are still standing and around you, like if they'll talk about historical sites from horror, or like a lot of Japan is very similar to how it was, like rural Japan is similar to how it was like when these stories might have like been coming out. So you get a sense of like connection to when you watch this or listen to this stuff.
Right. Because friggin' American slasher movies is always like in the backwoods of Alabama.
Oh my god, he rose up out of the lake.
Exactly. It's the same freaking like free states.
We can't kill Michael Myers after 10 movies?
It's ridiculous.
Freddy
But they're making
Krueger
money
is
still.
still alive?
You chop his head off and drop kick it across a football field.
Why-
and come
why
back the
has
next
nobody
movie just
thought-
as strong?
Why has nobody thought to just punch Chucky out a window? Come on. Like
They've thrown him out windows. I think they
anyone
set him on
thought,
fire and
like,
blew up a building in the
Call
first
in
movie.
heavy infantry.
if they rip off Chucky's legs and just like hide him on a shelf he can't reach, does that stop him?
No.
I like the silence that
I
was
don't know if they've gone that simple.
like, come on, just
I
imagine.
never thought about it.
Chucky's approaching you. If you manage to get the upper hand, just like snip his legs off. Like, then he can't run around.
It's a fair point. Well, then he does that weird crap where he's. All I'm picturing is then he's just running on 2 knives in his hands. He's just like sprinting down a hallway.
He just shoves the knives into
He'll
his
find a
legs.
frickin' way. Gosh.
So I know they've tried to burn Chucky. Have they tried to drown Chucky?
I don't.
I don't know.
He's a doll. I don't think he breathes.
Never seen it.
Well, I mean, can he get water damage? Can he get
What I
water
love is I got
logged?
into Japanese horror. I've never seen any horror movie ever. Can he get
You
water
little
on
man.
him?
I
Can
watched
he get
the
like
first
mildew on him?
Child's Play, and I think that was
Can he
it.
have that weird dank water smell? Is that what you're wanting?
You know me. That's what I'm wanting. That's what I expect from something like this.
I'm saying like you're drowning a doll. You think that's gonna stop him? I don't even know what he does. Does he kill people? I don't know what he does.
Yeah, he kills people. Have you really never seen horror movies? Like any?
No, I don't care to.
Okay.
No,
I've got a really good idea then.
I've never seen any horror movies.
I want you to do your best to explain the plot of the first Friday the 13th movie. Do your best, just off of everything you know pop culture wise.
Which one?
The
Is
first
that-
one. We're off
that
to a
with
good
the-
start.
I don't know. I don't know what characters in.
Which one?
No,
What
like,
is it?
just...
Friday the 13th is Jason.
Is that Mike Myers? Oh, okay. He is, from what I remember, he's at a camp thing. He drowns in the lake, and he's just down there.
Down there.
He comes back and like kills people at a camp. It's like high school kids, I think. That's the movie,
That's the
and
movie.
it ends
It
with
basically is
coming back.
Who is Jason?
I don't.
In
I
that
just.
one?
I don't know.
Can you describe how
Jason.
Jason looks?
Like a really big ranch hand with a hockey mask on.
Really
Some
big ranch
machete.
hand.
I can tell you in the first one. It's
Saying, dude,
not
he's
a
got
he.
the freaking Wranglers on. He's got the big leather jacket. the
Jason's got the
button-up
Timbs on. He's
flannel.
ready for work.
He's rooting and tooting, man.
I don't think Jason wears a flannel.
He's wearing a button-up and a t-shirt. And one picture I've seen.
Jason's the
I don't
farm
know.
hand. He's he's not even this like spirit haunting the camp. He's just trying to do his job. He's like the gardener. These kids just keep messing up his lawn.
He's stamping on my ficuses.
Now try to explain. What's a little bit more difficult than that?
Actually, I have seen kind of horror. I've watched like 3 seasons of Supernatural.
That's not
Which
horror.
I guess those kind of tap into horror. Okay, well, they tap into the horror type stuff, alright? That's as close as I'll get.
That's as close as you. That's sad.
I'll watch a horror movie.
No,
It's not alone.
just not alone. Is the boogeyman
I'll
gonna
freak
get
out.
you?
I don't like scary stuff, alright? Leave me
Aw.
alone.
Little cutie.
Sorry, I'm not like you, or horror is my whole freaking personality. I'm sorry. I don't know why I'm attacking you on the podcast.
Fine. Dang.
Speaking
Well, Ethan, how about-
I'm sorry. Anyway,
how about you give me a movie and I will try my best to explain it.
Fault in Our Stars.
Oh, that's a bad idea. 'Cause-
Fine, Small Soldiers.
No, I'm gonna do Fault in Our Stars because I actually have heard of that one. I don't know what the other thing you said was. So this girl,
So, you know what Small Soldiers is?
probably not.
It's that movie with the action figures that come alive.
Oh yeah, okay, that's what I thought. But
Copy of it sitting right there.
all right, Fault in
Alright,
Our
continue.
Stars. So there's this girl and this guy, and the girl's sick, and the guy doesn't know that, but he wants to date the girl, and the girl's like, "No, I'm gonna die soon," and the guy's like, "You're not sick. You're just the fault in our stars," and then they kiss and make up. and then she dies like the next day, and then he's just left to wallow in his pity.
You could not be further.
That's not how that happens at all. I've never seen it, and I know that's wrong.
See, I don't watch.
I'm pretty sure the guy dies. Doesn't he?
Yeah.
Oh,
The
is it the?
girl
cancer?
makes a recovery and the guy dies. Yeah.
Oh, that's funny.
Yeah.
I mean, no, it's no, it's funny that I got it so wrong. No.
Jacob's a horror fan.
Oh, someone dies? It's
Reality
good.
is warped.
Yeah, I don't know anything about romance stuff. That's like,
We know.
all right. Well, Eli.
Once we get into anime.
Well, no, I want to give Eli a movie that I gotta. What can I do?
No, I'm saying unless we get into anime, you
Oh.
don't know a lot about
Yeah,
romance.
that's true. But we let's
What do
see.
you mean, get me into movie? There's.
I'm trying to think of a
Eli,
movie
explain
you
to me
haven't
the
seen.
plot of Master and Commander.
I've seen quite a bit.
No one took my. No one took my.
I didn't
pick.
hear it. Jacob talked and I
Master
couldn't
and
hear it.
Commander.
I've never even heard. I couldn't tell you what it's about.
It's a fantastic movie.
All right, Eli, can you
Jacob, you got
explain to me the
anything?
plot of The Green Mile?
Good lord.
I haven't seen that. It's okay. I'm gonna clear this. This is the one where
Yes.
God, is it about football?
Oh.
Or is it about the guy that's in jail?
yeah, the guy that's in jail.
Okay, I know Tom Hanks is in it, and
Yeah, you got
the
that.
guy goes to jail for something I don't think he committed, and I've heard it's an absolutely tragic movie. Like
Oh,
it is
Yeah.
very, very sad. And I think Tom Hanks' character, he's like the warden or something, tries his best to save him, and then he still ends up getting the electric chair at the end of the movie. But that's it.
That's
the
pretty
premise.
close.
That's all I know.
Yeah, that's pretty.
I have
That's
no
pretty
idea
good.
what he's done. He's
Like, isn't he
probably
kind of like an
killed-
angel?
There's probably like a big racial premise to the
Yeah.
first part of it, but
Kind
no idea.
of. But
I
it's
know
more the
the
fact
guy that
that...
plays
No, it is. Never mind, I'm wrong.
I don't know the guy's name though. I know he's a giant black man.
Plays Kingpin in the Ben Affleck Daredevil.
That's an odd piece of information to know, but I will keep that in mind.
Yeah. Thank you for letting us know that, Ethan.
If you want random stuff. Hey, Jacob. No, I'm not gonna make fun of you on the podcast. Keep going.
Both of your audios are so bad today. You guys
You're
are.
the one that's lagging for us.
Oh, am I?
I'm working on fixing it, alright? I'm using a freaking headset.
Well, you
No,
sound
not
a little
really.
bit
It's just
better.
like once in a while it freaks out. Like what it did. Thank you. Yeah. I also have the freaking mic far away from my face, kind of, because if not, it rubs on my beard and it picks that sound up.
Okay. Anyways,
Okay.
what do we want
Can
to talk
someone else
about?
talk? Because I go on
Well, me-
weird.
We can talk
tangents.
about the concert we just. went to,
Oh
Jacob.
yeah, that was fun. So me and Eli went and saw Stevie Nicks from in Charlotte, North Carolina. So from where we are, we drove about 3.5 hours down, and then 3.5 hours back. We got back home at about 2:30 in the morning. It was a swell time. The way down was pretty. I mean, it was fine. Like there's more cars in the daytime, obviously, but we took the we went over a mountain to get to the concert. Like we went over and down a mountain. We just and somehow we didn't experience any animals and nobody hit a deer. That was amazing. Especially on the way back in the pitch black. We were on this road. It's called the Blue Ridge Parkway. It's
Yeah.
like this just stretch of wilderness. There's a couple towns here and there, but for like 90 miles, I'm pretty sure, we saw like maybe 20 cars in 90 miles. Like, and we would just pass them. And then if there was a car in front of us, they'd end up turning off at some random town, and we'd just keep pushing on. But yeah, and then we saw
We
Stevie
about
Nicks.
lost our voices. Well, all we did is sing all the way up and the way down in the car.
You want to talk about what we sang about?
Oh. We can if you want. You're a better storyteller with this.
Well, we were
What'd you
listening
sing
to
about?
we were listening to a
You
Disney
weren't singing Stevie
playlist.
Nicks.
We weren't singing Stevie Nicks. We were listening to a Disney playlist, and with my infinite wisdom, I decided that like I'm going to throw the word fart into like every single verb in every song, cause I'm a dumb little
I
child.
bet he executed it
Oh, you bet I did. Yeah.
flawlessly. It was all great too until we got to "I'll Make a Man Out of You" by Mulan from the Mulan movies. You know the exact part I'm talking about too, Jacob.
Oh, I do. We
Where they're talking about what are the soups? I think
beef,
that's the
pork,
part.
chicken. And then
It was awful.
that was literally 3.5 hours of that basically, and that was mind-numbing torture. So we get to
Gosh.
we have a little bit of time to kill before the concert, so we go to the big mall down there, and we hit like 8 stores in that mall in like an hour. And that for me and Eli, that is incredibly impressive. We could have spent an hour in almost each of those stores, like separately. And we got out.
From where we live. There's not much.
No big malls like
You got a
this.
good amount.
The mall traffic looked like
Yeah.
airport traffic. I thought we were heading to, because they had signs. It's like mall entrance, mall parking, mall pickup, and I'm like, are we at the airport? What is this place?
There was a bridge that went to just the mall.
Yeah, an exit off the interstate for just the mall. It was crazy.
Yeah.
And then
But
We-
did so good.
oh yeah, we did. We didn't spend a lot of money. It was incredible. Like Eli bought 2 books and a pop, and I bought 4 posters and a book.
Good.
Yeah, we did do good, even though the posters were kind of expensive. But
And
And
If
then-
we weren't going to a
pumpkin
concert, I
page.
would have dropped like $200.
oh yeah, for sure. If we would have stayed the night, we would have went back and dropped a lot more money, I'd say.
Yeah.
I would have been freaking surprised. I'm surprised you guys didn't do more. Like, as soon as you showed me the 4 posters, I'm like, and they're starting in.
We'll have to
And
go
see
make
right
a trip out of
concert,
it. It
I'm
was
like, you didn't
nuts.
even do it. Well, when I'm down there, you mean?
Yeah, at some point.
That'd be
Oh,
fun.
that would be dangerous. Poor Ethan's bank account.
I'll blow our
Sure.
money. Yeah.
I'd be fine. I'm not that bad.
Yeah, you don't have
I
any
rarely
money.
spend money.
Can't
Screw
spend what
you.
you don't have.
Hey,
You
listen
got a
here,
point.
Hot Boy. I only ever spend money when I'm with you guys. Other than that,
We're the best.
I just don't.
influence.
I don't. I save money. I don't spend money that often.
Really? Where's all that money you've got
So
saved up?
You can take. Hey, buddy. I bet you freaking.
Talk about this off the podcast.
We'll
Not
take
gonna
this
do in front of
outside.
the kids, or take this outside.
No, but we so
Anyway,
we got done shopping, and but I forgot to tell you about this. So we go into that. I told you that we went to a game store before we went to this mall, and we looked around there, and they didn't really have too much that I wanted. A couple cool things, but nothing that I'm like, I've got to have this. We go to the one in the mall, and I'm looking in their PS2 case because there's still some horror games that I really want from that. And lo and behold, the first game I see is Silent Hill 4, which is like one of my all-time most wanted ones, and one of the only ones like from that era that I don't have. And I pull Eli over. I'm like, look, and he's like, what's in here? And he like spots it, and he's like, don't do it. And we look at the price, and it's $110, and I'm like, I might do it. And
jeez.
he's like, don't do it. I'm like, I don't have any trade credit here. I don't have enough for this. He's I legit had like a battle within myself, like the devil and angel on your shoulder. Like you should buy this. No, you should save money. No, you're gonna
Well,
go
it's like
home.
that with the amiibos.
The amiibos, yeah, the
I
amiibos were
found
I
expensive.
forgot you're all
awesome.
over Amiibos.
It was bad.
No, and then we finally left those stores and we went to go eat. So Eli wanted Chipotle, and we literally parked right next to the Chipotle. So I was just gonna go get McDonald's.
Wait. You're missing the best part. The
Am I?
Books a Million.
Oh my goodness. Okay, so we're in the Books a Million and we're looking at the manga section, and it's like the most crowded Books a Million I've ever been to. Guess just because it's in this mall. Like the manga, like
Huge.
the rest of the Books a Million wasn't that bad. Everybody was in the manga section, and they were all just looking, and we're just trying our best to look through each of the shelves before we leave. And there are these kids. They're probably like 13 or 14 in front of like one's probably 14 and one's probably like 12 or so, and the 12-year-old walks around the shelf and he walks back up to the kid and he's like, hey, come check out this two-piece cover. The kid like is looking down and he looks up at the shelf and he just like he looks back at the kid and he's like, what the hell is two-piece? At that point I have lost my mind laughing. Like I backed up to like as far away from them as I could. I was holding my mouth, my face was turning red, I was laughing so hard, and Eli was still looking at the shelf, so I'm like, oh, he didn't hear it, that's really disappointing. He turns it, looks at me, his face is tomato red and he's got tears streaming out of his eyes. And then the second those kids got out of earshot, we just burst out laughing.
It was.
It's
so bad.
it's funny telling it, but in the moment, that was the funniest thing that could have possibly happened to us. We haven't stopped
We were
talking
in
about that
tears.
since then.
It was so good.
It's ridiculous.
Yeah, but then
So good.
Eli wanted Chipotle, so we literally parked right next to the Chipotle, and he was gonna go get food. I wanted McDonald's. The McDonald's was like half a mile away, so I'm like, I'm just gonna go run and get McDonald's real quick. You can get your food. It'll probably take like 10 minutes or so to get your food, and then we can eat on the way there. Takes me probably 20 to 25 minutes to get to this McDonald's. Like, because of just all the traffic. It took me 10 or so to get there, which isn't that bad. So I was like, okay, you're probably going to have time to eat your food. I get in the McDonald's line, and it's like partially wrapped around the building. I'm like, this sucks, but it probably won't take that long. Which it didn't. It wasn't that bad. The problem is the woman in front of me was causing such a problem for these poor McDonald's employees. Like, she was showing them her receipt and like counting every single thing at the window before she left, and then she was trying to I had my window rolled down. I was listening. She was trying to claim they didn't put something on the receipt, but she should still get it. And they closed the window and started ignoring her, and she sat there for another like 30 seconds before like speeding off and whipping it into a parking space and going into the restaurant. I pull up to the window. I'm like, so what was that about? And she's like, the lady at the window was like, she's just wanting to throw a fit over something that she forgot to order. And I'm like, that's great. She's like, yeah, she's a regular here. So this woman comes and does this often. And she had like 4 kids in the car too. So then I speed back to the Chipotle to get Eli.
Can you guys hear me, by the way?
Yeah. What are you talking about?
Okay, my thing freaked out for a minute. I could only hear you through one ear, then it shut off, then it said you've been connected to Discord general chat. I'm like, what's going on?
Discord
Okay,
really
continue,
doesn't want you in there. But we
what the heck just happened?
I speed back to the Chipotle, and Eli had already finished eating by that time. It was amazing. And then I got to twirl during Edge of 17.
The concert was very fun.
Yeah, Stevie
Yeah, I
killed
could
it.
not talk. The best part was the end of the concert when it's all said and done. Yeah. We wanted to get out of there too, so we literally waited until the last song. Like, I checked the playlist and everything like that, made sure she wasn't going to play anything else. So it's literally the second the song was over, right close to being over, me and Jacob spot this fence in front of us and just leap it. And we like run out of the stadium. We were very conveniently parked so it was very easy to do. And we got out of there. We got how far ahead of traffic were we? Like 15 minutes, 20 minutes.
Yeah,
I mean, it
we
was.
got out of there.
Good lord.
We
After
were way ahead
jumping
of
the
everybody
fence,
else. But people
we
still walking.
after jumping the fence, we started speed walking back to the car, like almost full running.
Yeah.
And then this couple was trying to do something similar where they were on the lawn seating and there's this giant hill before the lawn. And as they're coming down the hill, there's a lot of like dead pine needles, like the brown ones after they'd fallen off the tree. And those things like just get super slick. Like if you stand on them, this poor girl goes tumbling halfway down the hill, and the guy is trying.
Like ice.
The guy is trying his best to help her up, and he falls too. And then they both slide down the rest of the hill. It was incredible. They got to the bottom of the hill. I'm like, that's one way to do it, and they're like, yeah, that was actually kind of fun. And then we bolted out of there.
If it works, it works.
What?
I said if it works, it works.
It does.
My audio's delayed. You're already past it, and my thing's catching up.
No, but we run back to the car, and we got a really good spot near the gate. So the second we hit the car, somehow there's no labels for any of these parking lots. Somehow I just miraculously remembered exactly where we parked, and we darted for it. And I threw that car into drive and just speeded out of there. Thankfully, one of the people was so nice and let me out of the gate, like out because I was stuck still in the parking lot. It was so nice.
Yeah.
And then we just bolted out of there before any traffic started.
I didn't even think
We
of that.
got 15 minutes off of our
Like-
trip on the way home too.
Oh yeah, we did. That's what happens when you go like
Ridiculous. But I never
50
think
up a
about
mountain.
That with, like,
Go on, Ethan.
Yeah. Right. What are you
oh
trying
no,
to
that's
say?
fine. I just
No, come on, little buddy.
Just saying, I never
Go
thought
ahead.
about that. Like the traffic of leaving like an event like that. And stuff.
Oh, it's awful.
Never
Yeah.
thought about it in that sense. I don't know more.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I mean,
It was awful
the
getting
thing I
into
think I've
it.
dealt with the most is when I went to a Nationals baseball game. That was in DC, so it's kind of just like you just street park somewhere, so it's not bad, but it's just like the traffic, it's chaos. Yeah.
Bad traffic.
We need to go to a concert when I'm back down there.
Yeah, we'll
or
just
meet somewhere type thing.
we'll just like make sure we schedule somebody for when you're coming down here.
No, I meant like I make the trip for the concert. You jerk! I'm just trying to make conversation. All right.
Yeah,
Come on.
we're gonna guarantee that like this really great singer is gonna be here right when you're ready.
I hope you stub your toe.
We've got like freaking Fleetwood Mac on standby for Ethan when he comes and enters Tennessee.
They're gonna drop in a helicopter. Boy, do we have a
All right,
surprise
bring
for
it in.
you.
I was just, I almost said bring in the choppers. I'm not even joking. I was like, no, that's a dumb joke. And then you said the same freaking thing.
Break the glass! Break the glass! It's
All
time.
right.
You've got to act on it.
So, how did we get to this? We went from talking about 5 seconds of you talking about the game thing and then went into horror, and now we're here.
That's how it
I
goes.
don't even know anymore.
All right, someone else freaking talk. I'm gonna go play with a screwdriver.
Child, what are you, an
We'll talk
infant?
about- I'm playing with the screwdriver.
Don't mess with me. I want to
Whatever,
play
I'm
with the
spinning it,
screwdriver.
flicking it. All right, since you're being a jerk, I'm gonna say it now. I dropped it. I caught it with my foot. I threw it, and it spun. And I caught it in my hand next to my head while you were talking about your parking job.
Ain't that sweet?
Meanwhile, I'm over here doing tricks with a freaking screwdriver.
Yeah, you're really cool.
Screw you. All right. I listen to your stories day in and day out. I tell one cool thing I did, and you yell at me.
Listen,
This is
it's
all
nothing
I have.
personal.
Leave me alone. It's just business.
Yes, sir.
Lord,
Just business.
Yeah, a little Lego movie reference, anyone?
We're gonna talk about the Lego movie now.
If you want to, I will deep dive.
No, I've never seen it and I don't want to see it.
He doesn't want spoilers for the Lego movie.
You've never seen the Lego movie?
It's actually really good.
It is fantastic.
No.
It's
Okay,
actually
wait,
very,
wait. Eli, explain the plot of the
it's
Lego
not
movie
like
to me.
the best.
There's Legos in it.
Yeah.
Batman.
Yep.
You sure you haven't seen it?
You just got the whole plot.
That's it. That's all I know.
Chris Pratt's in it
That's the whole
too.
plot.
He's Mario now.
You mean Mario?
Yeah, I mean Mario.
Did I not say Mario?
Do you yield?
That is my favorite thing I've ever seen.
The
It's
Mario.
the penguins. I lost it when I was watching that. I was so excited.
I was actually like in Eli's driveway when the trailer dropped, so I was like, I'm just gonna sit here and watch it. And that's what I did. And I was like halfway through the trailer, and Eli walks out. I'm like, come watch this. It's actually really good. And then at that point, Mario shows up, and he has no faith in it. What is this
That is
place?
but a fraction of our power. Do you yield?
No, I do not. Dang.
Jack Black is fantastic as
Oh, he
Bowser.
is.
I like his voice with it. It is perfect.
Yeah, I have a really good feeling about him in the movie. And Charlie Day is Luigi. Like, I really like Charlie Day.
I have no idea who that is.
You poor
Yeah.
soul.
Who is Charlie Day?
Don't ask me.
Eli, who is Charlie Day?
Don't ask me.
Jacob, who is Charlie Day?
Don't ask me.
Luigi's Mansion. That's about it.
Oh, that guy. I love that guy. That's funny. I don't know.
The guy who's doing Toad, I'm so excited for.
Isn't it Key?
Put his heart and soul into that.
I think so.
Is it Key or Peel? I can't remember which one.
I don't
it
think
is.
it's Peel.
I always mix them up. I don't know their names. I just know them as the tall one and the beard one.
The tall one and the beard one. That's how we know
That's
you,
all I
Ethan.
need to know.
Ethan.
Ethan. You're the tall one and the beard one.
Yeah, and you're the koi fish one.
Oh, okay. Now we're gonna get into insults, are we?
No, not on the podcast.
All right. Just this once, I'll let it slide.
Oh yeah, you're so gracious. You
Yeah.
bully me.
I don't bully you.
You borderline abuse me.
Name one time I bullied you.
Or the last time you made me cry.
You want to talk about it?
No, I don't.
Yeah, you do.
The picture.
I really don't. Okay. We're getting into too much stuff about me.
No, I want to hear when I made you cry.
Okay, fine. We're gonna get into this, Jacob. So I go to Tennessee to visit my friends because I miss them. So I'm sitting there. We're in an Xbox party, just hanging out. Because when we're down there, sometimes we play. I don't even know who I made fun. Or no, Eli makes fun of Jacob. I'm not talking. I'm on my phone trying to find something just to make people laugh because I love making people happy. I'm not saying a word. I haven't talked in like 5 minutes. Eli makes fun of Jacob. Jacob says to me, Ethan, every dream you have in your life that you're striving for is not going to work out, and you're not funny. And you said something like, I'm not even that good of a person. I didn't know what I did, and I just think it was the shock, and I had been tired and dealing with a lot, and I just started like tearing up a little bit. And I'm like, what did I even do? And Eli was like, Jacob, that was me. Like, oh, Ethan, I'm so sorry.
There was like
I'm
a hot
"It's
minute of
fine."
silence, and I was like, "Yeah, Jacob, that was me," and he was like, "Oh God."
No, let me tell
It
it from
was-
my perspective now. So you both had been ripping on me all night, and I had just been taking it. And you especially, like, you were the problem that night. You were really
Me?
yes. We were playing Rocket League, and you were really digging into me.
Oh, continue.
But Ethan and Eli was pitching in too. So I had just been hearing you do it, and the second Eli, I had said something, and I thought it was you, but Eli had went, "Yeah, Ethan, you don't understand. Jacob has dreams," and that's when I brought up the dream comment because I thought it was you that said it. And then Eli's like, "Yeah, Jacob, I said that." I'm like, "Oh, I'm sorry. It wasn't even that. I didn't even feel that bad. I was just like, oh, sorry."
Because it's just like so intense. Like I didn't.
That was the
Okay, but when
tipping
we're
point.
playing Rocket League, I make fun of how you play. I'm not like attacking your personal freaking things. I'm not like just crapping on you.
I attack what I can get.
Okay, you make it like I'm not the one that gets crapped on constantly.
You're not.
Anything I do, I am completely that with all four of you, with every friend group.
No, we
I'm
respect
that
you.
guy. Because I can take jokes, but I always go too far, so I just don't say anything
can't.
back.
Aw.
Because I go for like,
The jugular.
all right, I'm going for personal stuff that will make someone have a horrible day, and I don't want to do that all the time. Yeah. Anywho, that's how Jacob made me cry and bullies me and abuses me.
Mhm. Yeah.
I was actually forced to do this podcast. I don't even want to be here.
I've got a gun held to his head right now.
He threatened me before we got on.
I've got the 2 best hitmen west of the Mississippi right outside his window.
Shall I read what you said to me when I said I need 6 minutes?
Yeah, if you want to.
What is it? If you aren't here by 3, we're doing it
even
without
heard
you, and
this.
we are not inviting you. I was just like, I said I need 6 minutes. The thing is, you're like, okay, 2:30. By 2:30, I was just kind of sitting there waiting. Like, oh, maybe I need a second, so maybe I will finish this Siege game. And then you just like threatened me, like I just said, I'll be there in 20 minutes. I said I need 6 minutes, and I needed maybe 7 at that point.
I mean, Eli was on time, so what's your excuse? I wanted to play a video game with my family.
Oh, I'm sorry, my family talks to me.
Oh, okay.
Okay, no, we're not getting this. I'm sorry. I'm used to just.
Right, can we get
attacking you. I
back
don't-
on the podcast instead of just ripping at each other's jugulars?
This is the podcast.
All right. So
He's the wolf for a reason. He goes for the throat.
Stop calling me the wolf. It's freaking weird.
The coyote.
It's freaking awkward. We start calling you the Wisecrack, our little jester. What do you want?
Yeah, I'd like that.
What's going on? I don't know. Let's get into some anime stuff. What's going on with anime?
It's anime. What do you want me to say?
I'm gonna freaking jump out my window.
Don't act like you're not excited about a bunch, Jacob.
What? I mean, we got Blue Lock, we got Chainsaw Man, we got
Chainsaw
My
Man,
Hero.
Blue Lock, My Hero. Okay, can you stop taking what I'm talking about?
Okay.
I said the same things you just said.
That's what's airing.
I still need to watch Chainsaw Man. It's gonna come out tomorrow, the dub.
Yes. I'm pretty sure it does.
Are you playing with a calculator?
Yes.
What was that sound?
That was a thermometer.
Why are you taking your temperature?
Because it's hot.
Did that make
No.
you warm? Okay.
He's sick as hell.
Oh, you down? Yeah. Okay. Well, I
Um,
mean, for rom-coms, Uzuki Wants to Hang Out and Urusei Yatsura is out. I
I
think.
don't know what those
Yeah,
are.
I don't know either of those.
I know
but
the
yeah.
hangout one. I don't know the other.
Blue Lock, which I'm a big fan of because it's soccer.
The One Piece movie's... Sorry, the Two Piece
And
movie's
Chainsaw
coming
Man.
out soon.
When does it come out?
November 4th.
Piece.
Oh, nice. It's close.
Oh, yeah.
What
Yeah.
do you want? I'm freaking encouraging what you're talking about. We're doing a performance board.
I'm normally
for
so
people to listen
mean, and I'm holding back.
I'm
so
trying
much.
to be supportive and like, oh yeah, that's cool, dude. And you're just like, you sound like a clown.
I just want you to crack on air.
Quagmire.
No, I won't. Crack.
All right.
I have composure. All right.
You've about as much composure as a grape.
Amen. Right there. Words of
I don't
wisdom.
know where I was going with that.
A grape.
I really don't either, but I think it was a compliment.
Well, Ethan, what
I don't know.
animes are you excited about?
I mean, I'm excited to watch Chainsaw
Great.
Man. I don't really watch Sailors. I'm excited because the freaking Sword Village Demon
I don't
Slayer
know.
thing just got
There was
announced.
no talking. Yeah.
Excited about that stuff. Jujutsu Kaisen is supposedly coming out next year. What
And
else
Dr.
is there?
Stone?
The Quintuplets movie is soon.
Oh, the quintuplets movie.
Stop playing with the thermometer. I
The
can hear it.
second the Quintuplets movie drops in America, me and
Sounds like
Ethan.
he's taking pictures.
I want to capture
Because
this
the camera-
It
moment.
sounds like the flash that you hear before a camera clicks.
It does.
I just wanted to
It's
capture
just
this
taking
moment with
pictures
you
of the
guys.
Discord chat at minute
Yeah.
46. How long
Jacob's
have we been going?
Standing in the
We're at
back of the room
45.
taking pictures of his desk.
Crap, dude. We've talked about nothing. Right, let's get talking about something. There's stuff, but it's just us being idiots.
But yeah, the second the
Well, it is. We've told a
Quintuplets,
few stories here and there.
we have. Second the Quintuplets movie drops in America, I'm getting Ethan in West Virginia, and we're going to see it. IMAX,
So excited.
English
I don't care how
dubbed
far we
I'd
have
IMAX.
go and
to
see it
drive.
too. I just don't know what's happening.
That's okay. It's the
I'll tell
finale.
you, I can tell you it from memory.
No, you did.
If you would like me to lose my mind.
I think we're supposed to be getting a Love Is War movie, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I know. We need to watch Love is War. We need to continue it. I want to watch the third season with you guys,
I
because it
can-
is chaos at some points.
I can do the dance.
Please don't do the dance. That'll terrify. If you don't know what we're talking about, I don't even remember what episode it is, but there's a part where one of the characters, Chica, who's a girl, does this dance. Jacob can do it frame by frame, and it is not like a little thing. It is like a good minute and a half that you can do this dance frame by
Yeah.
frame like it's nothing. And I came back into a room at Jacob's house, and I just saw him doing. I wasn't even in the room, and he was doing it. And I just walked in to see the scariest thing I've ever seen in my life. That is my horror movie, Jacob. Is you doing the Chica dance?
Why is that scary? That's just dedication.
It's not dedication. It's creepy. It's seeing you in your little freaking Peaky Blinders cap and a flannel shirt dancing around to a freaking girl dancing is freaking weird.
Ethan, that's exactly what I'm wearing right now, too.
I know it is what you're wearing.
That's what I wear
You
everywhere.
think I'm not wearing a flannel? It's flannel season. I'm excited.
It's flannel season. Well, I think that's going to do it for this episode. We better start wrapping it up. We hit that.
That's what I believe.
What's wrong? Do you have something you want to talk about?
No, I'm saying we're leaving off. Yeah, it's flannel season. All right, guys. We accomplished nothing in this podcast. We did nothing.
We did. We made
had
sure
topics lined up.
We got 15 more minutes to record.
We touched. Yeah, what are you talking about? We're gonna wrap it up. We got 15 minutes.
You know what?
I'm
Fine.
gonna cut all 30 seconds of this out too.
All right, should we just like speed run some questions or whatever?
Questions.
I don't know. We can get deep dive into some animes we like, our favorite animes we've watched. We can touch on the first anime
Yeah.
you watched, Jacob. What do you want to do?
You know what? I'm just going to look up
Yeah,
questions.
do the first animes we watched.
First animes we watched? Okay, Ethan, what's the first anime you watched?
I watched 2 episodes of My Hero, and then I watched the first season of Fire Force.
Okay.
Because it's like that was what majorly pushed me in.
And why did you
Eli?
watch those? No, we're not done.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
This
'cause
is
you
a
guys
what
are-
and why question.
So, because you guys are very into anime, and I had never really watched any anime, and I was like, oh, okay. So then you mentioned how My Hero is very like superhero based. I'm like, okay, I can relate to superhero stuff. I like Marvel, all that. So you had me watch that. I liked it. It was a bit slow, which I mean, the whole first season of My Hero is kind of slow, but it's just setting up for this greater thing. Then Fire Force seemed interesting. I liked that a lot, so I enjoyed that a lot. And then I'm now on what I've watched. I think I've watched 30 in total
Dang.
in the course of like a year and a half.
You want to explain most of the ones you've watched?
I'm good.
Okay. I
You
figured.
want to deep dive into the first anime you watched, Jacob? You want to play that game live on podcast?
Yeah, the first anime I watched was My Hero Academia because I knew nothing.
Lying.
I knew nothing about anime, and this was the first one that looked somewhat interesting to me. Like, actually, let me explain why it looked interesting to me. So I ran across the character of Toga on
Okay.
on YouTube, and I'm like, this character's
Right.
sick. I just thought she was a really cool character. I'm like,
Yes, she is
fine.
sick.
Yeah, she's sick and demented, and I love it. And
Lord.
I figured like, wow, this is a cool character. The rest of the show might be pretty cool. And it took like 2.5 seasons to get to Toga, so I was really disappointed. And I ended up liking it along the way, but like I was just literally waiting for Toga for the first part, and then I'm like, you know what? This show's actually pretty good. So from there, I watched like, I don't even know what was next. Soul Eater, maybe?
Oh,
So we had the same kind of start.
Yeah.
You watched Soul Eater, I watched Fire Force.
Same thing. Oh, no, Fire Force would have been my second one.
Same mangaka.
Fire Force and Soul Eater would have been my first two.
Yeah.
What about you, Eli?
I think my first one was Full Metal Alchemist. I think it was Brotherhood though.
Yeah,
But
the new one.
I like found it on Netflix and I was like, oh, this looks cool. But I didn't even know what anime was. Like it was just a show to me.
Right.
But I think I literally watched it when it came out, way back in
Sick.
God knows when.
Now, what's your favorite
It
anime?
was
is the
good.
question.
And then after that, I think it was Hunter x Hunter.
Yeah.
Favorite
Oh,
one.
wow.
Hunter x Hunter, definitely.
Hunter x Hunter's your favorite?
Yeah, definitely.
I
Yeah.
agree. I love Hunter x Hunter.
Hunter x Hunter's
It's
your
probably
favorite
good.
too?
Okay,
Hunter x
well, it's because
Hunter.
I'm watching it with Eli, and I love watching stuff with people and stuff, and I just really
Aw,
like
that's
the
cute.
Hunter x Hunter story. Shut up, all right?
Are you
I
getting
stopped
scared of
watching
Hunter x
anime
Hunter
with you
too,
for
like
a
horror?
long time. You're such a prick. Not scared of horror, I just don't care for it.
Okay. No, you.
No,
he,
but I
let's
enjoy
roll
a
back the
Hunter x Hunter
footage where
story.
Ethan says, "I'm scared of horror."
Okay, fine. I am scared. I don't like being scared. I don't like jump scare stuff. I don't like being creeped out. I rather enjoy a plot of a movie than watch some giant 6'4" dude come out of a river and start killing people. And then we're watching this for 6 movies.
That is the plot of a
So
movie.
sorry.
I like big men. But yeah, Hunter x Hunter's definitely my favorite. That
Just gonna skip
Jujutsu,
over
it's
that.
really good. Jujutsu Kaisen.
I
Fairy
really like
Tale
Demon Slayer.
was probably my next one.
Well,
Demon Slayer is really good. I don't know. I've got a lot.
when it comes to anime, I
Yeah.
group them in two categories. I group them in like the one-off series and like the long-running series. So for one-off series, my favorite's Terror and Resonance, which is just a roller coaster of emotions. So sad. The composer was the same one that
Oh.
did Cowboy Bebop. I'm pretty sure the writer was too. And it's like, it's really
That's
sad.
cool.
If we're talking about one-offs, Evangelion is by far
Yeah.
the worst one-off a human could watch. If
Well,
you
no,
wanna
the
be put through
best,
some
the best,
trauma,
but the
that is
worst
way
at the
to
same
go.
time. The best
Yeah.
to watch, the worst to like deal with emotionally.
And
It
Anohana.
was awful. Oh god.
Dude, that was bad.
Yeah,
That all of a sudden
bad.
hit me like a rock.
No.
Like
no,
you
no,
were,
no.
you were
You're
crying,
lying,
and I was like,
April.
oh, okay, I'm fine. I still haven't watched it.
Your
I need
line
to.
April was really bad.
Mm-hmm. But
I
like
don't know when I'm going to.
for continuing series or long running, I would say my favorite's probably Black Clover. I love the characters
Yeah.
in that one, and I love the story. After that, it would probably be Fire Force and Demon Slayer. I'd say those are my next two.
What is one off? Just like a smaller series?
I would say between 12 and
I'd-
24 episodes or less.
Okay. So if we're going for my one off, I'd say Toradora or Dress Up Darling.
Okay. How many
Well,
episodes
they're
was
both. I thought Dress Up Darling was still going.
it? Is.
Dress Up Darling is 12.
But it's still
Toradora is
going.
24.
Yeah.
Right. So who knows what it'll turn into. But for now,
Why is Dress Up Darling your favorite?
I don't know. All right. I like the story. It's a really good story. It's rom-com. I enjoyed it.
Okay.
I watched it as it was coming out type thing, so I enjoyed like waiting, a week at a time.
I enjoyed just anticipating the next
Dude,
episode.
I was like, all right, it's 8 a.m. on Saturday. It's coming out.
No, I get that. I've been doing that for the past three. I think the newest season I watched, Air for My Hero, was season 4. I've been doing it since then. Like back then, I just watched dub, so like I would see all
Yeah.
the spoilers for the episodes and be like, well, time to wait 2 weeks,
Right.
which sucked.
I
We forgot to mention a really good one out of Spy Family.
Oh yeah, Spy Family's so good.
I I need to keep watching that. I think I'm only halfway through
When did you
the
watch?
first part of it. It
Oh,
was like one morning I woke up and I was like, you know what, we're gonna do this. And I watched like 6 episodes. I got to the episode after the freaking school interview thing.
okay.
Yeah, so I'm zooming
You
through
are
that.
zooming.
I think. Okay, what's the anime you've watched the most?
Black Clover. well,
Mm.
well,
Well, like ran through it. I mean, like okay, like an anime you've ran through more than once.
but like I've watched from start to finish multiple times.
Yeah, or just like you've watched a good portion of it.
I
Like that's that good that you wanted to watch it multiple
I
times.
think I've seen Fire Force 3 times.
Really?
Yeah. Well, like the first season. I probably watched the first
Yeah, I was
season.
gonna say the second season.
I think I watched the first season twice and then rewatched the first season before I watched the second one. And
Yeah,
then
I watched it with me.
yeah. And then I've seen Black Clover. Like I've watched through all of Black Clover, and then I've watched single episodes here and there.
Nice. Eli, what about you?
I've watched that. I've seen all of Hunter x Hunter. I think Hunter x Hunter is definitely going to be the big one. I've seen it all in dub and sub, so the English chain the sub,
Yeah.
and then I watched the 1999 series completely in sub too, but I'm watching it
Oh,
now
really? I
in
didn't know
English
that.
again, or English for the first
It's
time.
me.
So yeah.
What about you,
Oh,
Oh
little
no,
man?
no, no! I'm also watching it with you.
Yeah, and we're what at about halfway-ish.
No, not even
Let's
halfway.
say.
We're like
Are we
episode
not? We're at 56.
60.
Isn't it like
There's like
180?
That's not
Oh,
halfway,
okay.
buddy.
No,
Dude,
150.
We're at like
freaking
56. Isn't there
trying.
like 180?
I thought about it after I
Hmm.
said it. Shut up. I would say the one I've watched the most is My Hero, because I watched it
Yeah, definitely.
with you guys, and then so I watched it myself, and then I showed my sister, so I watched it all the way through with her, and then my dad wanted to watch it, so I'm like, okay, I'll watch it all the way through, and my sister. I saw it 3 times all the way through in 1 year.
That's
It
impressive.
was a process, but I loved it.
Okay.
So I take it that's probably the one you've watched most of then.
Oh yeah, completely. So well, that's like over 300 something episodes.
Jacob, yours is definitely Jacob, yours is Black Clover.
Yeah, I'd say so. I've
Definitely.
rewatched a lot of it.
I think mine's Fairy Tale.
So what's
There's
an anime?
350 in Fairy Tale.
Jeez.
So what's an anime you guys are
14.
currently
Like
watching?
180, 190.
Oh, I'm working on so much.
Mm.
I'm so behind.
What's the one you're enjoying the most then that you've been currently watching?
I'm enjoying Attack on Titan a lot
As you should.
because I'm finally
boy.
watching that.
You poor soul.
It's rough, dude. It was so rough. I'm like, this is the first season.
It just goes downhill from there.
What is it? Oh, freaking Attack on Titan. I don't know. I'm doing Spy Family. I have a bunch of others that I'm just halfway through that I haven't continued.
What
What
about
about you
Hunter x Hunter,
guys?
you're watching Hunter x Hunter.
Oh, yeah, true.
what about you, Eli?
I think right now I'm watching. I'm on like 190 in Fairy Tale, and then I'm on God Bless It. I'm on like 150 of 1,000 in One Piece,
Hmm.
and that's killing me.
Insane.
And then little shows here and there, like I don't even know. Devil's a Part Timer. That's a good one.
Oh, yeah.
Shikamori. That's a good one.
Yeah.
And that's
What about
about it.
you?
I'm caught up on Fire Force, Attack on Titan. Yeah.
I'm not really. I don't think I'm really watching any big shows like besides what's currently airing. I'm still working my way through Konosuba, and gosh, I love Konosuba. It's so funny. And then, how heavy are those
That's
dumbbells?
that's like the medieval time-ish one, right?
Yeah, like the
Yeah.
isekai guy wakes up in a new world. And then
Yeah.
I've been watching How Heavy Are Those Dumbbells You Lift. That one's really good too. And I mean, I don't really think I'm watching any big series. I got to catch up on Haikyuu. That's one that I got to catch up on.
It's
Just
like here's
considering
the
they made
hard thing
a
is
new English sub.
yeah, actually. But it's like you guys have been watching for years. I've been watching for what, like, say a year and a half now. I'm just trying to catch up on
Mhm.
everything now. There's so much to watch.
Yeah, just wait till you start to watch Black Clover.
That'll happen soon.
That'll be the day.
But first, I need to finish the other like 13
I'm
I'm in the middle of.
currently
I still
watching
haven't finished
that.
Fire Force. I want to keep watching JoJo. It's
Oh
actually not
no!
it's not that bad. Once you like, it's a funny freaking show, dude. It's funny. It's chaos. It's a pretty decent story.
It's so overrated.
Yeah.
It's, I mean, like,
I'm in the
it's
middle of
good, and I
12
respect
different
it
animes
as a
right now.
show, but
JoJo.
yeah. Oh.
All right.
Well, we hit about an hour. I think it's time to wrap up.
Yes, indeedy.
It's been for real. It's been
That'll
fun,
work.
but it ain't been
That'll
real
work.
fun.
God bless. You know, I'm not coming back on here until you agree to do that as an outro ever again.
Well,
Are we still going?
yeah.
Oh, we are.
All right,
Yeah.
this is signing off. This has been Jacob.
Ethan.
Eli.
Eli.
Yeah, better late than never. And we'll catch you guys next time. Later.
Bye.